civil liberties are in jeopardy yet again because now cops are fighting to make sure that drug-sniffing dogs can sniff the outside of a home to figure out whether or not there are drugs inside the home. And if the dog alerts the officials, then they can easily obtain a warrant and go and search inside the home for drugs. Now, there is a problem with this because, the Chicago Tribune had done this study using 3 years worth of evidence. And what they found through 3 years worth of data is that 44% of dog alerts led to the discovery of drugs or paraphernalia. Only 44%.
That would be less than half.
Yeah.
In other words, they're kind of guessing.
By the way, when it came to that...
And they're, by the way, kind of dogs. They don't really know. And of course, they're led by the bias of their dog handlers.
Just to give you an example of that, that same data also indicated that 27% of those dog sniffing searches had a success rate with Hispanic drivers.
Really? They targeted Hispanics? I couldn't see that coming. No, I've seen numerous studies on this. And the handler doesn't even, most of the time, doesn't even know that they're doing it. But they put their assumptions on the dog, and they give them positive cues if they're going towards the people they think have drugs, and they give them negative cues based on the people they think they don't have drugs. They're like, oh, white guy, no, don't bother with him, Rover, let's go over here. Oh, Latino, go get him! It's not that obvious, but the numbers are stark. So the idea that they could bring a dog by your house, and they're always like, yeah, I think so, yeah, sure, fine. Okay, then I don't need a warrant. Bullshit. So that's just a free ticket to go into anybody's house. You're like, oh, no, it's okay, I brought a dog. He thought he smelled pot.
Yeah, so the Florida Supreme Court had already ruled that this is unconstitutional. It violates the Fourth Amendment. However, the authorities filed an appeal. It went all the way to the Supreme Court, and now the Supreme Court will decide whether or not this is a violation of the Constitution. But I just want to talk about that for 1 second, okay? The Constitution. Why don't we have a lobby that fights for our Fourth Amendment rights the way we do for our Second Amendment rights? Why is that? Why is it that when it comes to the Second Amendment, people are balls to the wall, they go as far as possible to make sure that everyone has the right to bear arms?
Can I answer the question?
Go ahead.
Okay, because people make money off the Second Amendment. The gun manufacturers say, Second Amendment, you see that? I can sell all the guns I want. I can sell you an AK-47, I can sell you an Uzi, I can sell you all the bullets, I can sell you all of this, right? Fourth Amendment, there's no money in it. Who profits from protecting your privacy rights? No one. Maybe that's the genius idea. We invent some sort of product, okay, that you could sell, et cetera, and then all of a sudden there'd be a huge lobby protecting the Fourth Amendment. But it's all about the money, Lebowski.
I know we talk about this a billion times a day, but that's the problem with our country. I mean, everyone needs a freaking incentive, a financial incentive to get politically active. Why aren't Americans waking up to this? First of all, the war on drugs is stupid. The fact that a cop is going to get to search your house for an ounce of marijuana is stupid. But if drugs remain illegal and now they can search your home just on suspicion of marijuana or any kind of drug in there, that violates our constitutional rights. Why can't we rise up and do something about it?
It's all about the incentive structure, and people just, if they're not led around by people spending a lot of money to manipulate them, they're not going to do it. And look, you ask libertarians, they're against it. If you were a real conservative, you'd be dead set against the government intruding on your private life like that. Liberals should be against it, but there's no money in it, so nobody gives a damn.